That Wayne on it.
I think I like the other one better because it
Comes in faster.
Yeah.
Like a drum snapping.
Choppin' on the Head presents Mr. Chopping it up with the homies.
Here we go.
I was gonna say I love that bass line though.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I could just get you a version though that's like I can shorten up the intro.
Well, you need that build up, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of
like
one
it.
of them. Like,
Yeah,
man.
I
The
feel
other
you.
one kind of just starts off
Right.
going.
I feel you.
I think it gives me a little bit more time to prepare.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, there you go. You just ride for a minute. You're
Yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah. Well, I guess we gonna talk about things and stuff.
Yeah. Continuation
Yeah.
on some goals.
Yeah.
Stuff about goals. 'Cause I got something interesting I thought of.
Man, I was thinking about it too before you got here. I was like, man, what goals? I don't know if they're goals or hey, I'm gonna start doing this. Not necessarily a goal to do it.
Well, it is because you thought of it. And so
know.
you kind of, you set a goal. You might not say, oh, this is a goal and did all of this, but you did set a goal in your mind and then you would,
I think you gotta. Now that I'm thinking about it, you gotta put it in a box. Like, hey, I need to start doing these. These are goals,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like, like I'm gonna start eating healthy, and maybe it's something to shoot for. Where like if you're working out or something, I always bring that up. It's always a goal. What do they call it? A New Year's resolution. Like, is that a goal? Because it usually fades out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people just, quit going towards the goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The goal's still there. They just,
Like you almost got to set a goal so you continue to do it.
yeah. Well, that's what it kind of to do with what I was thinking of last night. I seen a post online from Russ, the dude, the artist.
Yeah.
All right, and he said, and it was like him coming on stage or something, and it said something like living the life I created or something along those lines. Like, you know what I mean? Like the life he made the life he wanted.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is. It's just some people don't believe it. And here's, I think, where what happens is like, I think a good analogy for it is your goal of where you want to be is like, say you're at your house and you're trying to get to the other side of town. That's where your goal is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just walk out the door and you're there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to get out and make a you know what I mean? Like you go there. You might be walking. You might be riding a bike, whatever it is. And then along the way, things... Oh, snap. Look, and then along the way, things can happen. You catch a flat tire, or if you're walking, you sprain your ankle or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you keep walking towards it until you get there. So it's like the same thing with a goal. It's like you got to keep moving towards it. And I think,
Well, kind of I was sitting there thinking, sometimes when you reach a goal, what was the reason for the goal? Hey, I'm gonna start doing music, do a song. What's the reason for it? Like
Right.
I did it for. I'm gonna do it. Like what I say? I want to do 52 podcasts. That's one a week.
yeah,
Then what?
you keep
After I
doing
do
it.
52 of them, do I just stop?
Nah, man,
Pack it up. Now we're gonna do
Nah,
something else.
now it's like a yearly goal. It's kind of like you mentioned before, the working out.
Try to beat the goal.
Yeah, you could try to beat the goal, but sometimes you don't need to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes the goal is like you enjoy the process of that goal, so you repeat it. You know what I mean? Over and over again, like basketball. They go and play the same sport over and over and over. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And the goal is to win a championship.
Right.
And
Exactly.
you got a new season.
Right. So they work towards a goal and don't even get it most
Yeah.
of the time, you know?
Only one team wins.
And they still keep trying.
Yeah.
So everybody can. But that's what I thought of last night is I feel like what Russ said, it really is that. See what you want, how you want your life to look.
Mm-hmm.
Not what you don't want it to look like, what you want it to look like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you want it to look like. And then forget the rest of the noise. Start working towards it.
Yep.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
You can come up with something. You
Yeah.
ask somebody a question, you know what I mean? Something, especially nowadays with Google.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to find an answer. You can find a Facebook group somewhere, you know?
Yeah. Just even, oh man, I'm going to get whatever task, chores done today or by the week, or I need to.
Sometimes,
Redo
man,
it.
that goal is to develop a habit,
Yeah.
you know? Like you was just saying, like doing those certain things, like, you know, like chores. Well, you need to do those all the time. Like if you want your life to stay in order and be clean around you, you know, you need to do those things all the time. It's not something you just complete and then you're done with.
Oh, and here's another one. Always make room for adjustments.
Oh yeah, I could definitely agree with that. I was just talking about this with Jenny yesterday because we were talking about marketing strategies, and I was like, look, some of these marketing strategies, they're fluid. That stuff's moving. You know what I mean? So something that only worked okay 1 second, it's working better right now, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So I was like, you still gotta like stay adapting.
Yeah, like with you, you know, y'all flipped that house. You know, you had a goal. They get it done by a certain time,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know, things come up.
Right.
You learn, hey, well, the next one I'm not going to do this.
Right.
But you know, was the goal finished by just that one property, or was
No, we're
you know,
looking.
see,
Yeah. No. We
so
on
it
the move.
continues.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so,
And now it's like this particular one has grown. You know, outside of just do a flip, it's gonna be some other stuff. You know what I mean? We're looking bigger, thinking bigger.
and it's never. And then to reach your goal, man, go at your own pace.
Oh, for sure,
You
man.
know,
Yeah.
go at your own pace.
Go at your own pace for sure, man. Do not be in competition with nobody else, and because that goes right along the lines with not worrying about what other people think about you as well. You know, it's the same thing. Block out that outside noise. You know.
You know, it's real. Some people, you know, Some people say, "What things don't change overnight," but it's like, man, it didn't take overnight for this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But then, if you believe in God, He created the world, and
Some things
He
happen.
could change it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Some things do happen overnight.
If there's other things,
But I mean, there's usually, here's the thing. It obviously couldn't happen overnight because that's just a figure of speech. Because if it happened overnight, a person would have been born yesterday. They grew up. They're famous. They're everything just last night. You know what I mean? They grew up, went through their whole life.
Yeah.
They've obviously been working towards this. Even if it looks like they got lucky somewhere, whatever, it's still been a work in progress. So, I don't know.
yeah,
There is no overnight.
mm-hmm.
I mean, you might figure something out overnight though that makes a big difference and a big step. You know, I was gonna say like Post Malone, like when he first got on, he it wasn't like it was the very first time he did music. He was doing stuff. I don't know everything he was doing, but I know he put out that White Iverson song, and he said they had put it out on SoundCloud, and then like the next day he gets up and it was like it just had took off. Like it was like a bunch of streams, and he was like, "What?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then bam.
I mean, we can even put it out there just here recently where Jelly Roll is number one on the rock,
Right.
Charts or whatever,
Yeah.
and people that probably just now that made him number one just now heard him. Oh, this is his first album. Dude been rapping
Right.
for a long time,
Bro,
Doing-
freestyling.
but like
and,
he's been doing music.
right.
And
Exactly.
he did it a certain way.
That's what I'm saying. It
and
evolved
he
and
adjusted.
adapted.
You know.
Adjusted, yeah.
And then it would. I don't. People say he fell off or he switched up on. No.
Don't listen to that
He
anyway.
he looks more happy now when you see him.
Bro, if you doing you, being you, you good. And you can tell that. That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
can tell that for him because some people, go out there and you see him doing something and then you see him doing something different and you know it's just for that reason. It's for publicity or it's
Yeah.
for something that's not true to them. And you could tell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, so don't even worry about that. It's just those people wanting you to do something they want you to do.
Yeah.
And don't worry about that. They should just be happy for you. And if they don't like what you do now, then that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Just appreciate what you did like of mine
Yeah.
and let me be me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I had goals. I was like, man, I'm gonna start. Well, one goal, podcast. Wanted to get a little bigger.
Yeah.
That's a goal.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta figure out how to do that. Oh, well, you keep saying you're gonna invite people.
Well, I think that's
Start inviting them.
Yeah, I think a big key to it is getting people over. For one, they like, to be on a podcast, got something to say. They feel like they got something to say. And then once they're on here, they go tell some people, hey, I'm on this podcast. And then if somebody likes it, they check in the next week, you know what I mean, so on and so forth. And it might be like that. Plus, we're adapting,
Yeah.
as we go. So
Yeah.
next year, this could look different,
Yep. Next week it'll look different.
I was gonna say, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, we just go with it. This is something that for me, I enjoy doing this. I'm glad you're doing it because I keep saying like, I'm gonna do a podcast at the crib by myself too, and like have people on Zoom, like my boy Swift and stuff like that. But I ain't did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm doing other stuff, but I haven't.
I
done
want
that.
you. I want you to start doing that so you can show me how to do it too.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh, that part's easy,
one
man.
one big part is, just scheduling conflicts.
Yeah. Well, that's why the Zoom thing could work good, and you could literally do it, still through this. You could plug up, the laptop through this,
Yeah.
and then you could do your Zoom. All you need is on the Zoom, on your computer, you use OBS Studio is a free. Yeah, and you can screen record.
Yeah.
And that's all you need. When you're doing a Zoom, you just screen record it, and that's your film. You know what I mean?
And that's probably one of the good things from COVID.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I think it is kind of crazy that we went a little more technical, more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Since
don't have to be in studio. You can sit on your couch. I can sit on my couch.
I mean, look, man, it's smart. Think about all the people like in the past, couple hundred years ago, it would just die from like polio and all these different crazy diseases. You know what I mean? And now we're like, well, we ain't gotta be that close all the time. You know what I mean? And we need the interaction, but at the same time, it's cool to be a little cleaner, I guess.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
I mean, if you need to be a little safer.
And there's people, hey, I want to get, or even just, hey, interviewing people. Some people can't come in studio. They can sit over there in their couch way over.
Yeah.
In different country.
Yeah.
And
yeah, like Rogan says on his live is definitely better, but it is cool that you can do.
You can't replace this.
Nah,
Me
for sure.
looking you in the eye.
Right, exactly.
And
And being
actually
able to,
sitting there. You can't replace that. Nothing will replace that.
Nah. And then
But a conversation. Even going from talking on the telephone to FaceTiming somebody has even been different. Look at somebody's live reaction when you tell them instead of they're on the phone and just got quiet. Hey, you still there?
Yeah, not only that, man, it's like it's a vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's an energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're definitely giving off energy, so it's definitely different. Sometimes like you could just look at somebody and you could just like you said, you show them something and it's something that excites them or whatever. You know what I mean? You can tell before they even react.
Yeah.
Like, well, I guess they are reacting. Like you'll see their face. You know what I'm saying though.
Yeah,
it's like a feeling.
We're getting even a little off subject, but even goes from listening to a baseball game on the radio to actually being at the game to watching the game on TV. Us being sports fans.
Oh yeah.
Going to the game, you can't beat it.
No.
But sometimes it's a lot more nicer just to sit at home.
It's convenient.
Is it? not even that it's convenient, but you can see more.
Oh, yeah,
You
because
know,
the
you
cameras
look-
are right in there on the action.
You know a little more. I think you know about what's going on in the rest of the league, what's going on, where
Yeah.
you really ain't paying too much attention.
Yeah.
You could be distracted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you're watching at home, all right, boom, oh, TV timeout, bam, I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah, well, not only that, though,
get something to
nowadays, too, though, something pops up, you can just pause it.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, hold
Yeah.
up. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
come back, and the game's still on. Then when
Yeah.
it hit commercial, you just go back to live.
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah.
I forget about that.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
use that feature too much.
oh, man, I love using pause. You feel I mean? Like, if I'm hearing something, I'm like, oh, that interests me, but I got to go pee. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Boom. Always on goals.
But, yeah, that's cool, man. You know, goals. That's it. Move towards them.
Move towards them. I should have came up with I don't know what it's called.
What's that? What's a goal? What is this goal?
I don't know. I'll come up with one next time.
Well, my goal is
I can probably Google one right now.
my goal is next week to bring another song through.
Yeah.
I would have had it done already, but I just wasn't feeling well earlier in the week, and
What is that?
I didn't want to rush it.
Yeah. I don't know what I was doing. Somebody's calling. But yeah, just work to them. Little goals, little baby steps,
Oh yeah, man.
accomplishments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Achieve and believe.
Yeah. Really believe and achieve. And then I've already listened to this book like maybe 5-6 times. And we started listening to it again together this morning.
Yeah.
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a
Yeah.
F. Have you read it or listened to it or heard of it?
Oh yeah, I heard you talk about it before. I listened to that one that
You're a Badass at Making Money, or
No,
The
no.
Science of Getting Rich?
yeah, sounds getting rich.
The one by Wallace Waddles?
Yeah.
But was it the one read by Dennis Waitley?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I actually bought it and listened to it. But I felt like I zoned out sometimes, wasn't paying attention.
I did that. That's why I go back and just listen to it again.
You know?
I'll just listen to it, bro. Because the
Like,
dude is so smart, though, what it's telling you. And it's like, it's true. It's like, it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's true because we do it all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now. Boom, had the thought of the water. You know what I'm saying?
Banging the mic stand.
Yeah. But you feel what I'm saying? Like, it was a thought anyway, and I made it happen. I brought it into existence.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point in time, you know, however it played out, however God did it, and like when the moment like consciousness hit, whatever, you know, like they're, you know, if you talking to Adam and Eve, they're just in the middle of the garden. There's nothing there. They had to visualize something. You feel me?
Yeah.
And now look at the world.
Believe it, achieve it, and see it.
Yeah. That's
got
what
a
I'm saying.
vision.
You're going to see it happen. That's what I mean. Like, it's so different. I was, like, thinking earlier, too. I was like, man, you know, it's so crazy to, like, you know what it was? I watched Spider-Man yesterday. Me and Weston was sitting there. We
Which
watched
one?
Spider-Man, 2002 Spider-Man. You know, Tobey Maguire.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we watched, like, that's like the original to us. You know what I mean? Because that was, yeah. So, anyway, and I was like, man, 02? I can't believe that was 02, man. I was like, I was 20.
Yeah.
I was 20 years old,
Yeah.
bro. I was just like, wow, 02. And I was just like, man, a lot has changed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we've come a long way, and like the world's gonna, it's like, and this is the thing too. I was thinking, I was like, you know, we look at the kids and stuff, and we're like, man, why don't you just understand? Like, do you get it? Like, there was no internet, there was no phone, you know. But it's like, dude, they're never gonna get it because it's like us trying to like get like Jesus in them days or medieval days. Like, we don't know, we have no idea what that's like.
Are you in our grandparents' days?
You know, imagine. You know, somebody then never thought of what we're doing here right now. Like in that time, this was not even a thought.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way because I mean, how would they? How would they think of it? You know, somebody might have randomly thought of something just crazy, you know, in their mind. But come on, just all the electronics and stuff. They didn't even have
Like
electricity.
I try to. Some people, when I try to, like older people, I try to tell them, I'm doing a podcast. I was telling talk to my grandpa. I was like, hey, man, I'm doing a podcast. Why don't you come on?
Yeah.
He's like, what's that?
That's
What?
funny.
It's a
Yeah.
podcast. I'm like, and I'm trying to explain to him what a podcast is.
Yeah.
And it was like, is it a TV show? Is it a radio show? Is it
I tell him, man, it's both.
is it a sports center? You know what I mean? Like, what is it?
It's a little both of those.
Is it a talk show? Are we like the New View? You know, are we the new?
It is
News
like a
Channel
talk
5?
show.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
But I guess the talk show's live.
Is it Sports Center? And like, what is it?
Yeah. It's
hard to explain because it can be anything.
I just be like, look, man, it's just us talking on microphones in front of cameras, and we record it.
But it's I don't. Everybody, all friends, family, coworkers, whatever, they sit and talk. Now we might be standing in a driveway shooting basketball and talking, or grilling out and talking, but you're actually sitting in a room and trying to carry on a conversation, which is kind of a lost art, really.
It is, and because I thought about that too, man. Because look, I remember, man, in my 20s, I would get off work and I would just sit around with guys after we got off work and chop it up for and then an hour went by. Yeah, you know what I mean. And it's like, I ain't done that, and I worked a job where I could have done that, and I just, man, I don't know. Things get to moving real fast. Things are moving real fast right now.
Yeah,
nobody want to slow down.
Yeah. Kind of want them to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, man, I think we need to.
Yeah.
What if, I know we getting off, but that's okay. That's what we do. They talk about the universe expansion. Yeah. And they're saying, like, from their measurements, is sped up. It's gotten faster expansion. I just wonder if it got to do with us, like how fast we're moving, how things are advancing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I had another weird thought too. I'll throw this out there too, so people could judge me. What if, like, I don't know if it would be stars, if it would be universes, I don't know, or like people's minds. Like, like what if there was a star, like, like your mind, your consciousness, what if it was like connected to a star?
A star?
Yeah, a star. Or what if maybe it's a whole universe? I don't know, because they say there's like how they've looked at it now. There's like they've discovered like there's so many galaxies that there's more galaxies than us. Maybe I don't know the exact number, so I don't want to say that, but somebody knows. You know what I mean? So I'm like, whatever the relative number is between how many people there are here and how many either stars or galaxies, whatever would be the closest number. You know what I mean? Because like, and that's why like,
you know what it is?
They're speeding away from each other. It's like, because we can't.
Whoever invented the microwave has messed up the human race.
Right, because they sped everything up right there when you could just cook it like that.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, just think about it.
Who was it?
The telephone.
Yeah.
I think it might be the telephone. Because you used to have to write a letter, or you couldn't talk to somebody until you saw them.
Yeah.
You walked, then we rode horses. Then
dude.
Trains and carriages.
That's what that
to cars, to planes.
Yeah, Louis C.K. was saying that. He was like, dude, I text you, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I text you, it's like a week ago or yesterday or whatever it was. Yeah. He's like, dude, if you got it within a month, it's a miracle. He's like, back in the day, I had to ride to where, send a letter, all these things. Yeah. We just become,
Until you ran into that person. You didn't know how to get a hold of them. You didn't know what their address was to write them a letter.
I mean, that's how it was when we hung out in the neighborhood, too. You just went in the neighborhood. If you ran into somebody, you ran into somebody. Yeah. You didn't know where anybody was.
Run into them.
You just asked somebody, like, yeah, I seen them over here, and you just went over there and hoped they were still there. You had to track people down like a dang detective.
I mean, I'm not thinking about that. Like, how did our parents know where to drop us off or to pick us up from.
None of that stuff, man. That's what I'm saying. Like all of it, like
You just had to know.
all of that stuff.
I mean, even from
remember before like MapQuest,
yeah,
like somebody legit had to tell you how to get
yeah,
somewhere.
or you had to have seen it.
Yeah.
You just had to have seen it. Man, like when you worked at FedEx. You know, I was a delivery driver too at Airborne.
Yeah.
DHL, and unless you just kind of knew where it was, you might not find it.
That's tough.
You might not even know.
Yeah. That wouldn't have been good for me. You got to
It'd
get
be
a
a
legit
cake.
map.
Dude,
and
it'd
look
be
on
like
a map.
it'd be like cake almost.
Yeah.
Now
I
compared to how we
did.
used
I
to do
actually
it.
did do that for a route because the GPS, like the GPS was cool, but it wasn't mapping everything out. You know, like correct. So like even though my paperwork, so I would have a stop that was all the way at the top of the route, and then one all the way at the bottom, and they were down the street from each other, like real close. You know what I mean? Type of thing. So the GPS wasn't gonna fix that for you. It'll tell you how to get to places, but it wasn't gonna put things in order. So a map really helped me to get this one area down pat.
Map it out. See, we're getting on topic. Get back on
man, you gotta
topic.
map it out. Yeah,
I map it out. You gotta figure out where you need to go and what you need to do to get to where you go. Bang. Look at us.
And then you gotta think about it too. It's like you wanna be like somebody asking you like, I just didn't work out. It didn't work out, or you just quit. You stopped. You stopped. You stopped somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It did not work out. It might not have worked out so far, but then you gave up.
Mm-hmm.
You could have kept going. You know?
He could have got distracted.
Oh, yeah, definitely distracted, for sure. That definitely happens.
So, yeah, I did quit doing this because it was distracting me from that.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know
what I mean? But that's what I'm saying is like, but you got to know that. And see, since you think about it, you can go, okay, well, I understand why I did that. So don't say it didn't work out. Instead, I chose to do this over here. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like that took priority for me.
Another trial and error.
Right. That's what I'm saying, because we all learn and we don't know. And then the same thing that's important to us at one time might not hold the same importance later on at a different time, you know? Those things might change.
Switch it up.
Switch it up.
Throw your net on the other side of the boat.
Come on.
Sometimes you the way it worked the first time is not the way it's going to work the second time.
Yeah. Yeah. You're trying to catch lightning in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah.
Yeah. And you want to quit running in circles?
Go
quit cutting
Owls.
corners.
Yeah. Quit cutting corners.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. I like
yeah.
that. Quit running in circles. Quit cutting corners. It's almost a tongue twister.
Yeah. I stole it from somebody posted it.
I
use it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All the time, like I made it up myself. Quote.
But, you know, I'll tell you what. It brings me to that, since we mentioned that book, you know, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F. He says in there, dang, I lost it, man. I had it too, and it went what we were talking about, and I lost it as I went to thinking about the book.
Put it back in the other side.
I know, man. I gotta grab it.
Yeah.
Put it back in there. See if it come back. But we was talking about the goals. Dang, threw me all off. Oh, well, man, it's a good book though. Just check it out, especially for your goals. It helps you to prioritize. Yeah, because you might need to do that when you're setting up your goals. You know?
So I guess we can.
Because that's how you get distracted.
We can segue into like our favorite topic. Did you see the NFL schedule get dropped last night?
Nah, I did see the NFL. I did see that it got dropped, but I didn't go and look at it. I seen we were playing the Giants. And is that the first preseason game or the first season game?
Regular season game.
Oh, okay.
Man, playing a number one seed. You gotta play a number one schedule now since we were number one in our division.
Yeah, I didn't look what we got. Let's look it up, man, so we can talk about it.
Boy, it's tough, boy. Oh, it's tough.
Let me pull it up, man, so we can see. Where's the schedule at?
Oh,
Because we need to see it. We need to have a visual.
it's tough.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Let's see. Titans.
And then since they added
Schedule.
the extra game last year, we play
This ain't. Oh, that's preseason.
our extra game that we play Green Bay.
Why is it only so one preseason game?
No, that's 3.
Oh, we play the Giants in preseason as well?
No.
No, that's a month later, yeah. All right, so, all right. I ain't worried about that. It only shows one on here. It shows us playing the Ravens, and it skips straight to the season.
Oh, that might be September.
Yeah,
August.
September 11th. We start on September 11th.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's when we always start.
Against the Giants in New York.
Yeah. No, they play home here, I think.
But I'm just saying from New York. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
You know, 9/11. All right. Then we play the Bills.
Yeah, I'm on.
That's tough, but we can handle
Monday
that.
Night Football, I think.
Raiders, Colts. I'm not even going to say their name. They're in Washington.
The Commanders.
You know what I mean? I'm not even going to give the respect to saying that name. And then the Colts again. So we go back to back. I'm glad we played them early, though.
We got bye week.
Yeah, I know. We got a bye week in between there. But what I'm saying, we still play them reverse games, so that's cool. When's their bye week? They won't have a bye week in between that. That'd be nice. Texans, Chiefs, Broncos, Packers, Bengals, Eagles, Jaguars,
So we haven't lost
Chargers,
yet.
Cowboys, Jaguars.
17-0.
Yeah. I was gonna say, man, look, here's the thing though. There's some games in there that's like, yeah, okay.
And I always say, man, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
That's what I was just about to say. I was gonna say, man, look, you want to play a schedule like that. It's gonna sharpen you up for when you get to the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you play a bunch of, I ain't gonna say nobodies, but you know what I'm saying, like people that like teams like they just falling apart right now for whatever reason and ain't making it, and you just beat all of them. Then when you get to the real competition, it's a wrap.
Yeah, and it's not how.
I mean, it's like beating up a bunch of people and then
like
you run into the real deal.
In the NFL, is a prime example. It's not about how you start; it's how you finish. Because there'll be a bunch of teams that are 6-0. Mm-hmm. Well, I think Carolina was like the last undefeated team. They was like 6 or 7-0, and then they didn't win another game. Missed playoffs.
Yeah.
But and it's like you would have thought, hey man, they started off 7-0.
Well, it's probably like you said. I mean, like how did they finish the season before?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how their season was set up to play like, you know what I mean, less aggressive teams, I guess, or however you want to say it. So
I'm excited though.
I am too. I think I love the fact that we get young Traylon Burks in there. I would have loved AJ Brown to stay here, but at the same time, it's like.
Yeah,
we got to keep it moving, and he got what he wanted.
It's hard, man.
Yeah, it's tough.
You get I call it the jersey curse sometimes.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because by the time somebody gets drafted, and you're like, okay, they get to playing. They're like, oh man, that's my favorite player. You go buy their jersey, contract up.
Oh, yeah. See,
that's why I get a jersey with my name on it. I got tired of buying jerseys.
Yeah, I heard that. Man, I'll just get somebody's number with my name on it. Like if there's a new player and I like them, I'll just get that number with my name on it. That way when they leave, I still got the number. I remember, but it's my name.
Yeah. My name.
Yeah. Nah, I like that. You got one that says on the back? Yeah.
No, I got Rapon on it. On my Titans jersey. I got humbled on one.
Okay.
I should have put Mr. Hahn.
I guess you can't fit humbled under him. Probably too many.
Mm-mm. Put Mr. Hahn on it.
Yeah. I can fit mine. Wayne Beats.
But then I put my last name on it and then my kids steal it.
I wonder if I can fit WayneBeats.com on there.
.com.
Get the .com at the end. That'd be perfect. I don't know what numbers I would use though.
Yeah.
double zeros. You know.
You can put WBO.com. They know. They know who you are now.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. They know who it is.
Mm.
Oh yeah, we seen you on that podcast.
Yeah.
Seen you on that podcast.
Millions of views that we get.
Yeah, and we seen you on Spotify. Wayne Beats.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I got a little ad talking about that right now. You know that little video I did? I was like, "Hey Alexa,
Oh yeah.
play I'm Not the Man in the Mirror by Wayne Beats."
Yeah.
Well, bro, if you're playing your
Not the Man in
phone,
the Mirror by Wayne.
I told you, bro. That's what happens when the what you call it. Alexa, pause. Yeah, so that's what it does when it plays. I was like, "Ah, man, that slick kind of cool."
We sponsored by Alexa now. Yeah. Gotta check.
Let's go. But anyway, that's pretty cool. I'm like, man, that's a pretty cool little like accident.
Oh, that needs to be one of my goals.
What's that?
And I gotta put the podcast on Apple and Alexa and Pandora. Cause I just got it on Spotify now. Alexa, pause.
She ain't even listen.
I know. See, just like
Alexa, pause. She's gonna get our podcast pulled.
Yeah.
Oh man. But anyway, man, go Owls.
Go Owls.
You know what I'm saying? For real. Go Owls for us was, not paying $25 million for a wide receiver for the Titans. So
I'm gonna get
and his goal was to get that, so everybody won.
We'll have to do famous people with the name Al.
Well, I was actually thinking about that song. It can be my buddy, it can be my long lost pal. Dun, 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 dun. You remember that?
Go Pals.
Yeah. And he said, "You could call me Al." You can call me Al. So go Owls. All the Owls out there, man. Y'all should be accomplishing all the goals.
Mm-hmm.
Should be crushing it. Because we're cheering you on.
Yeah.
Go Owls. Exclamation point. All right, man. Well, let's shout out some people.
Man, yeah. I ain't really got nobody shout out. Well, I'll think of something.
Who you got, man? We know we got Landon and all them boys out there at Iconic Culture.
Yep.
Nonneville Road, Mount Juliet. Get that haircut.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Got Kaufman's Garage.
Yep.
Need your whip fixed.
Oh yeah, no. I guess I'll shout them out. Shout out Countryside Veterinarian Hospital.
There you go.
Took my dog over there to get some shots yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, they cool too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jenny Haynes Lending Team. You looking to get you a house, get a mortgage, or refinance. Let's see. Dang, I wish I knew
I didn't make a list.
a couple of her realtor friends. I need to get a little list, man.
No.
Like, hey, man, shout y'all out right quick.
Yeah. Shout out NES for keeping the lights on.
Oh,
Yeah.
shout out NES.
Shout out God.
Yeah, shout out God, man, for
Yeah.
turning the power on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and keeping it on this long. Yeah. Hey, look, check it out, guys. Shh, real quick. Hey, Alexa, play I'm Not the Man in the Mirror by Wayne Beats.
Here's I'm Not the Man in the Mirror by Wayne Beats
There you go.
on Amazon Music.
And then we out of there.
Yeah. Boom.
Okay.
Oh, whoops.